Welcome to the Mercedes-Benz Rangers postgame show and a second straight game where the league's bottom feeders feasted on the Rangers. And the quest to cement an identity remains Ranger task number one. 5-1 the final, Calgary Flames over the Rangers here in the province of Alberta. Hi everyone, John Giannone alongside Dave Maloney here in the broadcast booth in Calgary. And I suppose, Dave, when you consider they played against a team with one win, they played against a team averaging less than 2 goals per game. What's more troubling to you, the 5 against or the 1-4?
The 5 against. There's no question the 5 against, because goals, when you look at this Ranger roster, there's not a lot of depth of easy goal scoring. So you must pay attention defensively. And coughing up the opportunities and have to chase scores is not going to be easy, presently constructed. So I think giving up the 5 to me is, and particularly you can make certain cases on any goal. There's a seminal moment, there are mistakes made, but there's just too many repetitive things tonight that have happened that ended up 5-1 Calgary.
And there are examples to break down and dissect, and we're going to do that now because it began only a minute 42 into the game when the Rangers come out on the road after struggling so much at home, and it's been so well chronicled, figuring that things would get better, things would be purged from last week, but it didn't take long for Nazem Kadri to strike.
No, it didn't, and we talked about Kadri, and rightly so. He's one of the stars. He got multiple points here tonight. He makes a nice play and ends up getting the goal. So it's the entry. Right now, there's 5 Rangers on the left of your screen, a wide open, easy entry. Then, not only that, now you've got to scramble to get back into position. So a little dish here, defensive coverage basically non-existent in the slot. Second goal here, once again, it's the middle of the ice, and Frost throws it back. Ball has a shot. Now, in fairness to Shesterkin, I think he was screened by Lafreniere on that particular play. So this is going to be, this to me is the killer. The third goal. It's 2-1. You're still 1 shot away from tying the thing up. Missed coverage. Now it's, you know, it's garbage time really. In the third period, the veterans this is a shorthanded goal. The veterans for Calgary, Backlund, the guys, you know, the moral force of their club, they hook up, and they're going to hook up once again, although it's going to be Backlund will crash the net. It's thrown there, and once again this one goes off Lafreniere. So they're just, you know, again, a lot of things that fundamentally, when it came to defending areas of the ice, Calgary was able to exploit those areas. And at the risk of repetition, I personally think the third goal was the killer on the night. And
to make it even worse, it came 2 minutes after Mika Zibanejad had a jack-in-the-box breakaway where he was all alone, put 4 dekes on Dustin Wolf, and wasn't able to score. That really made that 3-1 goal against feel even more hurtful. Well,
and again, it's a 2-1 game, and the Rangers have 2 sparkling opportunities, one of which was Mika's, you know, again, reverse Forsberg, right?
Right,
as you call it. Laba was the best player in the Rangers all night long. He was around the puck, using his assets, speed to create things. Mika Zibanejad goes to the net there. Now Hoffman goes to the net here. Now that's a fundamental play. That's a good play. Out of the box comes Zibanejad. I know Steve Valiquette has mentioned he'd like to see him finish a little more firmly. Now, did he have enough room to do anything other than that? Hoffman here has just got to fire to the net. It really, another fundamental play. Lafreniere gets robbed, of course, the goaltender. Wolf is going to be a dynamic defender. That was the non-hook on Lafreniere that Mike Sullivan raised his ire, and rightly so. But all things being said, there's so many things that happen when you don't win. The Rangers don't win here tonight on a 5-1 score.